I want to end it one time on your take with Caleb Williams and a player coming out. Simmons comes out and says he wants that smoke. He said he can't wait to play the painted nails guy. You think this is fact or cap? Because I think this is the jersey swap era. I don't believe people hate each other no more like we did when we played. We could be cool afterwards, but we hated each other during that game. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know if there's really that animosity like it used to be. But Simmons is supposedly one of those ones that talk that shit and wants to get after you. You think this is trying to scare the young rookie, or is it some more of a tactic, of a mental tactic?
Now, if you watch Jeffery Simmons play, I mean, he's old school. So he's wired like that. I
hope so. I hope he is.
Yeah, he's wired like that. Like, he's big time. Like, he's been on some bad Tennessee Titan teams, so he might not be like a familiar name. But, I mean, Jeffery Simmons, one of the top, 3-4 defensive linemen in football right now. Like, he's that dude.
No doubt.
And, yeah, like, for people that have never been in an NFL locker room, like, you got to understand, like, how we interact. And no matter how sensitive the rest of America gets, like, the interaction inside a professional locker room is not going to change. Like, we may not be as open with it, to the public because y'all can't accept it. And, if you don't accept it, then you try and tear somebody down or turn them into a bad person. But inside of the locker room, you can paint your toenails, your fingernails, long as you play good on Sunday. But Monday to Saturday, we're going to talk about your ass. I mean, so I buy it. I bet some of Caleb Williams' teammates be mad. Hey, man, you going to paint those fingernails today, little boy? You're getting all of that in the locker room, and it's not personal. It's not malicious. It's just part of, kind of becoming a legitimate part of the group. So I think what Jeffery Simmons said was 100% authentic. And I don't know if the Titans play the Bears this year, do they?
I think that's Bailey. I think that's why he's talking. I'm not sure.
If they do, and he gets a chance to sack Caleb Williams, I'm sure Caleb will hear about it. If Caleb makes it miss and throws a touchdown, I'm sure Caleb will turn around as he runs down the field and show him his fingernails. Like that's a part of it. Like,
they're playing week 1.
Yeah, like that's a part of it. It makes the game more exciting. People are gonna be interested in Caleb Williams' first start regardless, but this is like a now story within a story. So this is authentic and real. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. All right, before we get out of here, where does Bronny land today? Why is the NBA doing a 2-day draft? Why is the NBA doing a 2-day draft? They're not the NFL. They're not the NFL.
Like, they lost. Like, they just, I don't know. They do so many things right. The draft is not one of them. I hope he goes to the Lakers, man.
55?
I continue to make this argument for everybody that thinks Bronny James should not have been a first-round pick. The people saying that don't know 75% of the guys that were drafted last night. You don't know if they're better than Bronny, if they're not better than Bronny. I couldn't tell you how many lottery picks that the commentator said, well, this is probably not a year one starter. This is probably somebody that, they're going to send to the G League or, he's going to sit on the bench. He'll be the backup center. Come on. So if the guys they drafting, 80% of them are starters, what's the difference of drafting Bronny?
They got to do – they're having to do this simply for Bronny. There's no way that this 2-day draft is just out of the blue.
No, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get closer to what the NFL has created, which is instead of a 1-day moneymaker, a 3-day moneymaker. So the NBA is trying to, we come back and put it on TV the second day. We can get more revenue for commercials and those kind of things. So I know what they're trying to do, but I just don't think the viewership is going to be what the NFL's is.
No, hell no. I think they want the people to see Bronny get drafted. Then they knew he wasn't going first round.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes the NBA so hard to track. How in the hell can you make a trade in 2024 that involves a draft pick in 2030 and 31? Like, they almost need to put a limitations on how far down the line you can even trade a draft pick. Like, some of this stuff just, the Brooklyn Nets sent their 2030 unprotected and 2031 protected and, a pick swap in 29. Like, come on, man. Like, when you don't value draft picks at that level, how can you then turn around and tell people to value the draft?
I'm telling you, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, to me, it makes zero sense, but it is what it is.